Good evening. So this is Shruti, and I have 4.5 years of experience with the Dynamics. And today, it's a introduction session only, and I got to know from Harish that you all don't have any experience or any idea about what Power Platform or Dynamics 365 is about. So today I'll just deep dive into the basics of the Power Platform as well as Dynamics 365. And please feel free to just stop me at any point of time if you don't understand anything, because this is just a basic session. So it's okay to just ask simple questions as well. It doesn't have to be very uh, like genius question. It's okay to ask a simple questions as well. If you just understand at this level, it will be easier for you to for the next classes as well, sessions as well. Okay, yeah. So let me share my screen. Okay, and before that, can I have a little introduction about everyone so that based on that I can just go ahead with the session, if you guys don't mind? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you can start.
Yeah,
Anybody can start.
yeah. This is Hari Krishna. I have experience of 1 year in TCS as a support.
So you have how many years of experience
1 year.
in sales, huh?
No. mm, Identification of fraudulent account in custom. Sorry, identification of fraudulent activity in customer's account,
Acha. Okay. Yep.
like fraud and investigation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank you. And next, Nikhil, you want to go next? If you can complete first so that I can just start the session.
Hey, don't be hesitate. You can give normal intro, just your name.
Yeah, just I mean, I can know how I can just go ahead with the session, right? How I can explain the thing. So for that purpose only, just your name and how many years of experience you have, and whether you have worked on the dynamics or not.
Hi, hi
Yeah.
everyone. Um, I'm Mohammed Rizwan.
Hi, Rizwan.
I'm I'm working in a logistic company with an experience of 1.5 years.
Okay.
Thank
Great. And then Sai Kalyan.
Hi Jyoti, this is Sai Kalyan. I am currently working in Value Labs as a web scraper.
And Satish.
I'm in office, so I can't speak loudly. I have experience in AX and users.
Okay.
I have 7 years of experience as an end user. AX currently I'm working as a team lead for AR
Okay.
accounts receivables team.
Okay. Great. Okay. Okay then. And yeah, so I'm assuming nobody has like any idea about a Power Platform, right? Let me share my screen. Okay. So before we start doing anything like hands-on, first I'll just give an intro about what is Power Platform and what is Dynamics 365. So here we have two different things. So for example, if I'm running a company or a business, like maybe a car business or something like that, and I want to store my data somewhere, and I want to have analytics on my sales, as well as how the customers are happy with, or do they need any service going further, because once the car got sold out, and do they need any service. And after that, if any repair comes, then do they need to, need a technician on their, at their home or something like that. So if I want to manage all these things, currently, how in like software means how we will be having apps and all with writing of so much of code and all, right? So we should be knowing, like, to create an app or to manage the data, everything, we will be needing so much of data. Sorry, so much of coding. So instead of that one, what this Power Platform provides us is the just a low code, no code tool. So low code, no code. So the term itself is saying we don't need to be a pro developer to create any app. Okay, so we will be needing a coding skills, but that is very minimal. But for the app creation, it's like a very basic thing. So if you just know the configuration and things and all, you'll be able to just create the app. Okay, so here, what is Power Platform and what is Dynamics? So the app creation and as well as how the data analytics will be visible on the app, and how we will be managing the data inside it. So that all comes under the Power Platform. So I'm not going into the details because you guys are not too much aware about that one. So I'm not just mentioning the names yet. So we have components like Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power BI, Power Virtual Agents. So this Power Apps is mainly for to create the apps, and for Power Automate is like whenever we need to send emails or any such kind of things, we can go with the Power Automate. And for the Power BI is like to see the dashboards, like what is the data analytics, like how many how many cars got sold out, and what was the issues we have seen for this fiscal year or something like that. So to see the data on screen, like with the graphics and all, we will be seeing, right? So that way, Power BI is helpful to see the data that way. And when it comes to the Power Virtual Agent, so you guys have an idea about the bots, right? So we will be having a bots as well. There also, we don't have to just write hundreds of lines of codes or anything to create a bot. It's just that Microsoft is already providing us a bot. We just have to feed the data, whatever the data we have, for example, whether the sales data or service data, whatever it is, we just have to feed it, and we have to use it based on our requirement. So this is the Power Platform. And then, so this is about the Power Platform. And then we have a Dynamics. So in Dynamics, what are all we have, right? So this Dynamics is also business application suites, I can say, because we will be having a number of apps. For example, on my screen, you can see these are all the apps. Okay, so based on the requirement. So if my company needs a sales related, to maintain the sales related data, I'll be using a sales app. And to maintain the customers with their request and all, I'll be using a service workspace app. So that way, based on the requirement and the domain I'm using, like whether it could be a sales or service, so based on that, I'll be using apps. So the Dynamics is all mostly, mostly having like four modules, like sales, customer service, marketing, and field service. So the name itself will say, like for the sales means whenever a company is trying to sell something to the customers, then how the leads, how the customers will be interacting with the company to buy that product or buy that car. So how we will be managing, how the company will be managing that data. Okay, so how the customer is interested to, for example, I'm interested to buy an electrical scooter, and then I'll be calling to some particular company. So their salesperson will be storing my number, And maybe for the first time, whenever I'm calling, maybe at that time I might not be interested or might not be having a money to buy it right away. So what they'll be doing, so they'll store our contact details, and maybe later on time they'll be calling us whether we are still interested to buy that product or not. Okay, so here I'm the interested candidate who is willing to buy their product. So what they are doing, they're just storing my details, contact details, and then following up with me to whether I'm interested in their product or not. Okay, they are following up means maybe through mails or through phone calls, anything. Okay, so these all activities, phone calls and emails are all activities, right? So these all activities, as well as to store the data of my contact details, maybe my name, email, phone number, or maybe the address. So these all will be stored in the sales app only. So that way, for the sales related, whatever the data we need to store, so that will be available in the that we can manage in the sales app. Any questions still here?
Ajit.
Okay. So that is about the sales app. So the same way, service app, customer service workspace app. For example, I have bought the electrical scooty, and after that, I might be seeing some issues with my scooter, like maybe the charging is not, up to speed, or it's not even getting charged, or something like that. Some issues I'm facing. So at that time, what I'll be doing, I'll just call them, or I'll be mail them, like this is the issues I'm facing with this scooter. So they'll be definitely they'll be address my issue and will resolve that issue as well. Because if they don't resolve it, right, so next time I'll not be uh, I'll not suggest my friends or anything, like I'll give a bad feedback, bad review about their company. So for the customer satisfaction, obviously they have to satisfy all the customers who bought their products. So for that one, they have to be very clear, like what are all the complaints or requests that they're coming for their products. They have to be like very they have to segregate them in a way that they'll be resolving the queries in in a time where the customer is not at all not dissatisfied. Okay, so for that one, to connect with the customer and to see the issues and having any issues or not, so to see all those details, we are using Workspace app. So here I'll show you like what are all the how we can store the data and all. But here for the customer service related things, we will be using this Copilot. Previously it is customer service workspace app. Now it got renamed to Copilot service workspace. So these are all the apps which got created by the Microsoft. So we have just used to we can just use them, and we can even modify it based on our requirement, because maybe based on the companies the data that they are going to store might be different. So based on that, we can just modify the apps as well, and definitely with low code only. We don't need much coding. Okay. And so to use an app in real time, like how we use we'll go to the app store, Play Store, and from there we will be getting the app and we'll be using it, right? So here, to see all the apps, for example, for my company, I have built some application which my team can use it. So to access that one, what URL I should provide to them? Okay, so here on top you can see this one, LUITC service app.crm8.dynamics.com. So this is the app that we are going to share with them, so that they can just hit it, and then they can see the apps that are available under this instance. Okay, so first this is the unique one. So based on this only, they'll be able to see. For example, for the other company, I might be creating apps for two different companies, and I might have created two different apps for two different companies. So at that time, this will be changing. And then CRM 8 means, so this is based on the region. So for India, it's CRM 8, I guess. Yeah. For India, it's CRM 8. So based on the reason, this is going to change. And the remaining things are same, dynamics.com. So these two will get changed. I mean, for India region, CRM 8 only. So this will get changed based on like which instance we are using it. Okay. This is the URL that we should get to access these apps. Okay, are we clear until here? Okay, I'm taking that as S. Okay, so first I'll show you the sales app. So here we have sales hub. So if you just enter it, so here you can see the data. First of all, how we are storing the data. So I mentioned like Power Platform, right? So this is the dynamics, sales and service, and all our dynamics comes under the dynamics. And to store the data, we are using Dataverse. That is a Power Platform component. Okay, so how we are storing the data? For example, I'm dealing with the companies as well as individual customers as well, right? So for example, I'm creating an app for a company, then that company details will be stored under this table or entity. Okay, we can call it entity or table, anything. Okay, so these are all called entities, whatever the data we want to store. For example, I want to store the newly interested customer who want to buy the scooter. So those contact details, for example, I'm the new contact, so my details can be stored under this contacts entity. Okay, so I'll show you like how we can create it one, but I'll just let you know first. Okay, so every data based on the, yeah, somebody has question. Okay. So every data can be segregated based on the entities, and inside the entities we can have multiple. For example, I might not be the one to have the interest in the electrical scooty, but so many might be maybe Harish and Rizwan, so all of them might be having interest in scooties, and they all might be contacting the company. So at that time, multiple contact records will be stored here. So if you have just I mean, little bit, knowledge about the SQL, then you got to know like records, we say, right? Rows. So the same way here, contacts is the entity, and each person's details will be stored under a one record. Okay, for me, one record will get created, and for Harish another one, and for Hari Krishna some other contact. So that way, in each record, the individual contact records details will be stored. Okay, I'll just show you by creating one maybe. Okay, so okay, before that, I think it's better to explain the remaining things. Yeah, so here you can see how my navigation is. For example, so this is my app, and you can see here the left side, this hamburger icon. So whenever I select this, these are the details I'm having. So this is we call navigation of this app. And if I click on any component here, then the particular pop-up will come based on that one. For example, if I select sales accelerator, so whatever the data is present for that one, that will come. If it is and activities, that related grid will come. If there is any records in the activities, for example, company called me, so the phone call activity will be present here, or they emailed me, and that email activity will be present here. So the activity table will have all the records of to whom the company, the company actually called, or the customer actually called the company. So all the details will be present in this activities table. And the dashboard is like I have explained, right? So Power BI, while explaining Power BI, I did mention that to see the data visually, we can use the Power BI. So instead of like, if this is like, if the data is less and we don't even have to go to the Power BI, so this is the simple one where we can see how many cases got created, how many opportunities are in open state, or how many open leads are there. So such kind of data we can see it here. So I'll just create few and then we can see the data here. Right now we don't have any data, so no data available is showing up here. Otherwise some graphs will be coming. You know the graphs, right? Like bar graphs or chart graphs are based on which we have prepared, so that will be coming here. Okay, so this way you can see. So these are all the ones like this is the sitemap actually. So this entire thing we call sitemap, and under the sitemap we can add groups and sub areas. So this is called area. Here you can change the area from sales to app settings. So in every area we can have different groups and sub areas. So these are all called groups. Customers is a one group where I have added my sub areas like contacts and accounts. Okay, these are my customers. And under sales group, I have leads, opportunities, and competitors. Under collateral, these are the ones. Marketing, this. So this way, I have groups. Under that, I have sub areas. And these are under sales area. And if I change the sales area to something else, here I have a different groups and sub areas. Okay, so this is the sitemap and this is the area. We can change the area, and inside it we have groups and sub areas. Okay, so yeah, now right now what I was saying, I can create a contact record. And this is the entity, and inside it we can just create a record so that that particular contact record will be stored in the Dataverse. So if I'm just creating the record here, means the data is actually storing in the Dataverse. Okay. I mean, nowhere to get to the DB and get the data and all. So the data will be present here only in the Dataverse. I'll just create mine. Okay. So this asterisk mark is right there, right? So this means this is a required field. So we should provide it. If we didn't provide and try to save the record, it will give us an error saying required fields must be filled in to create this record. Okay, and before even saving that, so here you can see this one. Okay, here I'm trying to get the data, get the details of the contact and store it in a record. And to store it, what I'll do, maybe for example, we don't know like what details we have to get. Roughly we can say maybe a customer called and I need to store the details of that customer. Then what I'll do, I'll ask the customer name and email I'll be asking, and mobile number I'll be asking, so that next time if she's not interested right now, maybe next time I can make a call or send an email so that I can know whether that person is interested or not. So that details I want to store. So to store that one, I'll be having a fields. Okay, this is a contact is a entity. Inside that one, I'm creating a record, and inside the record, I'm having a fields based on my what details I want to store. So based on that, I'm having a fields here. So here you can see what are all the details my company wants from the customer that I have added on this form. So this is called form. On form, so this entire thing is a form, and on form I have these fields. First name is a field, last name is a field, job title is a field, and inside the field I have to provide the data. And later on, whenever I need, I can just get these details from this record based on this fields value. Okay. And now I'll save it. And come back, and here you can see my active contacts. This is we called view. So this entire thing is a grid where we can see all the contacts that we present in this instance. And here just now I have created one, so I'm able to see one only here. And if I go try creating another one for Harish. Okay, I'll save it and go back. I can see the two customer details here. So later on, like when I want to just make a call to Harish and just remember him, like, are you still interested in our product or not? The salesperson, whoever is working for, I mean, trying to get to Harish, he can just come here. Salesperson can come here and check the mobile phone and the email to contact the Harish, or whatever the details the salesperson needed. That the salesperson can get it from this recorder. Okay, so this is how the record creation will happen for each entity. So it might be through manual. So whatever I have created is a manual. But if I have the data in Excel sheet, that also I can use to create directly. Like if I just import I think that's too fast. But using the Excel data also, we can just create the new records instead of just providing all the details on the UI level this way. First name, last name, instead of just providing all of them, we can just make a columns of this first name, last name in the Excel sheet, and we can provide our values there, and we can just dump that Excel sheet into this instant. Then the new records will get created here. That we will see in the later sessions. But this is the manual record creation. So that that way you can create a multiple records based on your requirement. For example, here you can see the lead, whatever the customer I'm saying, right? For example, I am the lead for the first time. Whenever somebody is interested in the product, at that time a lead will be created first, because I can't say customer yet. Once I have bought their product, then I'll become the account or contact. But until then, for the first time when I called for the details or to inquiry the product, then I'll be the lead. Okay, so let me create one. So the topic is asking like what is, I mean, in which product I'm interested in, and my details I'll have to provide here. Okay, and BPF we can see in the next thing. So once the lead, whoever is interested in the product, that lead record will get created, and here salesperson, whoever is there in the company who's actually working on the sales, they will be calling this lead and trying to trying to bought their, sold their product to this lead. And if this lead is interested, then this lead will become opportunity. Okay, and inside the opportunity, we will be having all the details of the products that I'm going to buy. Okay, so once this lead got qualified to opportunity, at this time itself, a contact record will be created. Until then, there is no contact record will be created for my details. Once I'm qualified from the lead, then only opportunity will be created as well as the contact. Okay, so this opportunity will contains all the details of what product I am buying. There's something I have added. I'll just save it first. And then product. Okay, so here I can add, the salesperson will add the product that I'm interested in. Okay. Price list, okay. And also before products also we can add, and also for that products, what are the price lists we have? I mean, in what will be the price of those products and all. So those details we can provide. Maybe we can check this later. Okay, so this opportunity will be containing this all details, what products we are interested in and what is the price of that one, what is the discount, and all the details will be present here. And once I'm done with the salesperson is done with adding the product, they'll be sending us this codes. So quote with all the product details with price list and discount list. And if you are interested, then if you say like if we are okay with this one, then it will get converted as an order. Okay, so once order is placed, then we will get the invoices. So these are all like to store the details of our records. For example, I have ordered one product, so my record will get created in this order. Okay, so this is all for to segregate the data into a particular tables. So this is how for the sales app we have a multiple tables, and in that we can add we can store our data, and if you want to create your new entity, we can create that as well. So these are all the Microsoft created entities. And apart from this one, for example, you want to store something else, maybe for example, mm, maybe not the accounts or the contacts, leads, opportunities. So apart from this one, if you want to store some else data, then in that case your fields are not might not fit for the out of the box fields. For example, I want to store some details, but those fields are not matching with this out of the box ones. So at that time, instead of just adjusting our data with whatever the fields we are having in the out of the box, we can just create our own entity and our own fields based on the requirement. Okay, so we'll get to know that as well in the next sessions. But for now, so these are all the out of the box entities that we have in the sales module. So this way, so these are all present in sales module only, because these entities are all related to order, invoices, products, quotes, all related to sales things. So that is the reason these are under sales app. So this way, if you can just go to another app, so here also you can see the navigation here, and here you can see the different entities, knowledge, cases, queues, accounts and contacts are similar everywhere, knowledge search. So these are all the different entities that we are having here, because here whatever the data we want to store is different from the sales module. So that way, Microsoft has provided the out-of-the-box entities which are required for the each module. So for service, customer service, that is the one, and if you open sales, that is different. These two are belongs to customer service only. Okay, this way, for each module, I think for field service they have provided. So this way we have for each module we will be having a different entities, because we have to store the data according to that one only. Okay, so this way we have marketing as well. So when we want to do some marketing for some products, then what are all the details I want to store? Maybe some campaign details, or what are the leads got generated through that campaign. For example, we have just uh, organized some campaign to promote our product. At that time, maybe some passerbys, customers or anybody wants to just interested in our product, then they might want inquiry us about the product. So in that campaign itself, a lead will get generated because they are interested in our product. So they are getting created as a leads. So in marketing module, that kind of details will get stored, campaign details and lead details. So that kind of details will get stored. And yeah, and then we have a fourth one, field service. So this is a service app. So whatever the details they have, I mean the complaints they have, we can just resolve them online. So then but if they need some installation or something like that, then our technician should go to that customer's place or anywhere. Like if it is a company, then they should go to the company, or if it is just household, they just have to go to that address. So the technician is required for that one. So at that time, there is another module we have, that is field service. Okay, the name itself says field service. So to the field, the technician should go and resolve the issue for the installation or any repair comes. So in such scenarios, this field service will come. And as the name says, field service, like the technician should be available. And what is the issue? Like maybe Harish and me are part of two different teams. So he'll be dealing with some other things, maybe some AAC work or something like that, and I'll be dealing with some TVs thing. So whatever the request comes, based on the request, for example, if this is a AC installation, then this should go to the Harish so that he can go and work. And if it is TV installation or something, TV repair issue or something like that, then that request should come to me. So these kind of details will be stored in the field service. We can get into the details later, but that is just for the brief introduction about the field service. So that's how we have a different suites provided by the Microsoft for all kind of business applications: sales, service, marketing, and field service. And finance also we have, but that we can check later. Okay, so this is all about the dynamics we have. Any questions, doubts you guys have? Just ask anything, that is fine. Like, and I mean, if you don't ask anything, your
I
doubts
just
with you only. Yeah, hi.
uh, you're talking about field service, right?
Hmm.
Like for every module, it will be there will be separate field service, or like based upon the different apps, like how it will be work.
So field service itself is a module. So here, whatever the applications we are talking, right? Sales, service, marketing. So that we call module. Sales module, customer service module. Okay. And then you're asking about each module will be having a different field service app, which means like you might be asking, like each company will be having a different field service. That is what you're asking.
Yeah.
Obviously. For example, as I already mentioned, so I might be working for two companies, and one company's data is different and another company's data is different. So overall, I might be using a Copilot service workspace only for both of them, or I might be using my own whatever I have created app, custom app. So this is out of the box means here whatever we have got from the Microsoft. Okay, so if they're not okay, or they are not able to just store this all the details with the out of the box, then I can create one app for them and I can give it to them so that they can use it. So this way, the app is same, but inside the data is different. And here also, as I already mentioned, the URL, this is the key point here. So for one company, I might be using this one, but for another one, I'll be creating another thing, another app. And also, it doesn't make sense, right? For two companies, one app is not okay, right? The data privacy is also breaching and all. So we should be having a two different apps for two companies. And their data is also different, and they might be having sensitive data like personal information, and also we shouldn't be like showing two companies data in one app. Is that answer is your question?
Yes.
We'll be seeing like how these all the entities are getting used in each module. But are we clear with the sample navigation and sitemap and what is areas, groups, sub areas, and the how we create the records, how the data is getting stored? Are we clear? Okay.
Yes, clear.
So whenever you ask a questions, right, maybe I might be going like too fast so that if you just ask any questions, I'll get to know that maybe they're not understanding. So I'll just have to go a little bit detailed. Or if you're asking like advanced questions, then I might know like maybe they are good with this one, so I can just go with a little speed. So that's how I can just calculate. So if you just ask questions, so that will be beneficial for you and as me as well. So try to ask a question, so that's how we will learn more. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but if we use to, it will be very clear.
What was that?
Uh, when we are working on tool, we
Ha
can
ha.
clarify.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Harish wants me to just create a user record. So in this instance itself, every one of you can work. Like you can just go through this site, different apps and see what are all the records we have. You can just go ahead and create records wherever you want. It's fine. So wherever we have this plus symbol, so you can create the records. So I'll be creating user records for all of you in this instance and will providing you this URL. So you can just practice in this instance. Okay. Harish garu. Is Harish there in the call?
Harish is not there.
Harish is not there, huh?
Yeah.
I don't have access to it. Okay, what I can do, I can ask Harish to create user records for all of you so that you can just go ahead and try all the things on this instance. Okay. Okay. I asked him, so he'll be creating and providing the details. I think you might have a group, right? Maybe there he'll be providing the details to this instance and all. Okay, once he
Okay.
provided the access to all, you can just hit the this URL,
Yeah, hi
whatever he
Jyoti. I'm audible.
yeah, hi Harish. Yes.
So I'm sharing my screen. So I will show you for one you how we'll be creating the
If you can provide me the access, Harish, I'm not having access to this M365.
1 second. Let me check. You should have. You log in with which account, Jyoti?
With
Is it with
mine.
RJ? Okay.
Mm.
I'm updating your licenses. Can you do a hard refresh?
Yep.
Do Control F5.
No.
Control F. Click on that load and do hard refresh. Empty cache hard refresh. Right click on that. Right click on the reload. Yeah. Right click on it. Till I'm done. Can you go to admin power platform?
Okay, let me try one more time. Yeah, here I am.
Go to M365.
Again? No.
Otherwise, sign out and switch something. It is. Please give the credentials again.
Authentication, Harish. So to whom I should create? To all of them I should create, Harish?
Yeah, it's fine. You can.
Okay.
We have 3 people. 1, 4. Just give the first name details. They will create.
Hari Krishna is there, right?
Yeah. Check that automatically create password. You don't need
It
to.
will give the lengthy
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah, that's fine. They will be updating.
Changing it, okay.
Yeah, please take the snap of their that's passwords so you can update the password once you log in first time.
So I'm just creating one user record for all of you, and while you enter first time hit the URL, at the time you'll have to first change the password. Okay, and please do remember that one. This is enough, right, Harish? Licenses.
You can skip this. These are admin related. You can skip them. Skip it next. Next, finish adding. So if you see this, click on the show. So this is the initial password. So whenever first time you log into the CRM, you have to change the password. You need to set a new one. Same like normal account creation. So I will be sharing the URLs, everything for you guys. So this is the way we'll add the users trial accounts. Any questions so far? And whenever you're first time login, it will ask you to use the Authenticate app. So you have to install Microsoft Authenticate app. Then it will get a pop-up. Just now I got a one pop-up, right? So like that you will get a, whenever you're trying to send to CRM, it will give you a number, same like Google sign in. You have to enter that number in the Authenticate app.
Maybe if Hari Krishna has time, then he can share his screen and show so that others also can know.
Who logged in the from laptop? Oh, Hari Krishna, are you from laptop or mobile?
Yeah, laptop.
Can you share your screen if possible? Jyoti can ping this text username text to Zoom chat. So one thing we should have a laptop to practice this because we are doing everything in the browser, right? So it's good to have, because if you simply listen from mobile or any other screen, it will, you can't get that feel or practice and so on. So try to log in from CRM for browser. Use laptop always. Go to browser, Hare Krishna. You're on mute.
Yeah, cookies description.
Don't give numbers, simply 1, 2, 3, 4. It will ask, so give some. It is asking, right? Learn more about authenticator. So now you open your phone, scan this, click on next.
I think first I'll have to, from the Play Store itself, first you have to install the Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator app.
Click on next, Harikrishna.
Can you try hit the URL again?
Sorry.
Hit the URL again.
In the system admin, Jyoti, I think you just created the user, right? You have to give the
Role, security roles as well.
let's find
Let me check.
which app he is using, LUT service.
Hmm.
Yeah, Harikrishna, you just refresh now. Hello, Harikrishna, you there? Okay, you are able to see, right? So this is the way we have. So all the apps he is able to see now. So like this user profile works. Okay. So for other people, I will be creating the user ID and password. You just need to log in how Harikrishna did now. I will set up ready by tomorrow. Okay. Any questions? Rizwan, Saikalyan, Satish. I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Chalo.
no question.
Chalo. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all.